Hey, welcome. This is the P16 from GEPRC. So Banggood sent this along to me, so thank you to them. This is a tiny whip sized craft, 79mm motor to motor, but to the point, this is a really enjoyable rambler, I'm calling it. It's certainly not a racer, it's not a freestyle, although you can fly it fast and do acro with it. It is more of an exploration type drone. High def digital link and a small form factor. Very, very good points in these times, I think. I'll move this to the corner and I'll have footage overlaid and playing due to the Cadex Vista air unit not having sound. Has a nebula camera on the front, more on that in a bit. First things first, compared to analog in the studio, this is great for just rambling around. Much better quality, although you can see stuff on analog. Make your own assumption. Do excuse the light flickering on the P16. The fluorescent lighting at 50 Hz and this is 60 FPS, so minor thing. Runs on a 300 mAh 3S battery. That gives me about 2 to 2.5 minutes of flight depending how I fly it. I have had to mod the battery tray here. I cut it out and put a Velcro strap on. The XT30 I've modded slightly. It was cable tied up here and it was very awkward to plug in. Minor things again, but I think that's why they include the Velcro strap. You get a tool, a spare set of props, cable ties, the original Vista antenna, which has been replaced by a lightweight dipole. 1103 8000 kV motors absolutely scream on 3S, so it is a bit noisy, but it's so unassuming in size. Take with one hand, give with another. Some of the other stuff, has a GEPRC all-in-one board, F411 Maytech target, 12 amp, BL Heli-S speed controllers, so you can install Jazz Maverick or JSC firmware for RPM filter firmware. This comes in FreeSky, FlySky and Crossfire variants. You can get it without a receiver, so you can install a DSMX receiver or run it from a DJI control link. One of the main pros, I think, is the tune that they've got on here. It's so tight and responsive. The way this flies, it's a combination of the tune, what version Betaflight they've got, and the fact that they've got outward spinning props, which makes a lot of difference on smaller craft. The weight takes a little bit of getting used to. It's 64 grams without a battery. You can save about 10% of that weight derobing the Cadex Vista if you want to go that route. Personally, I don't. Very enjoyable to fly, easy to keep handy for when the opportunity arises. Being so small, I mean, it fits in my palm. So I've got one main bugbear with this, and it's the Cadex Nebula camera on here. I've updated the Vista to the latest version that enables 50 megabits, but having a Nebula attached, it seems to want to stay in 25 megabits. And not only that, it's always in focus mode, so for example, flying quite close, full signal link, and it's throttling the picture to the center frame and it's artifacting on the edge, or compressing the edge, should we say. That's the last thing we want to happen. This is a V1 Nebula that has the problem where you're looking at something in the foreground against something like a blue sky in the background, and you're getting this weird masking, or looks like one of the old video games where the leaves used to not have an alpha on or something. But anyway, that's minor, I can live with it. I would swap this straight out for a Cadex Nebula Pro, but this is a 14 by 14 millimeter camera and this would take some modding to get it in there. But saying that, I got a spare frame because I knew I was modding it. This has taken many a tumble so far and it's not even scratched. Very durable, looks like polycarbonate, but it's not brittle. It's got some give in it. I'll leave the footage running. If there's anything you would like to see, let me know, or if there's any questions I can answer, always happy to do so. Banggood sent this to me, so thank you to them, much appreciated. Happy flying and take care. See ya.
You Billy. Hey.